we see arrogance masquerading as leadership. But arrogance is not leadership. Arrogance is a hindrance to harmony. A person who has risen to the office of chief executive must not assume that wisdom begins and ends with him. If he cannot relate respectively to his colleagues, his board, his staff, and his customers, then he does not have the skill set needed to operate a sustainable business. So, along with honesty and fairness, humility is a virtue. I recommend to every executive, no matter how highly placed you may be, you must acknowledge that you are only one person in a long chain of actors whose combined efforts produce success. This applies to the public sector as much as it does to the private sector.
Asantimewura akasa na doka enu sampa enipa bia omudi yeswa kame sebimu akasa enkuotwa atenye no mu ni se no na odi ayempo wabaso yenimo bia wodi mpanyifo atem yi no na yenya panyimpa wo mangen no akoso nsa wodi nsa tuko wodi ni capital eno no pemso asantimenya ewurase yekase leader yese wama hoso wo di atamo kan sama kese dabi nemo sa obemma omanfo kwade ha wo wodi ne mabegu akwema ma de maboa na no na amanfo bebre etwi adwen sisu se papa bi a waye vice president pen waye flag bearer for party NPP ebra Bulgaria di Kennedy ate bo mo ansa Bulgaria de support Kennedy bawumia kwachi ano ne na picture eno na nche fancy comedy mo koye ne ma ye chi no no akwachi omo eti akame nse so kukutupa ene Abronye na nse na menuanu bi ka se ebra bawumia ko ye bron region na SD for your program na Abronye teche nye why Abronye dia so fatara wose mutimi eka bibi ne mo ye che no a na no de mo issue statement abusu amagana for papa na opemso asema wake ayefu prokese paadi amagana manofoni obibia we a leader say wo kandini no enya kesesem enya didi atem enya empotwa na mu so be ye adwuma yi ebe se de brain ensem do so try to conversation wo Genfi Media 24 na ese video no so efama
Idi atemu a Kwame Bafo Abronye ede call na so ye ene Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia ne quietness a wan kan hwe as say dey we release statement ede condemn ene Otumfour ede nsembia todwa afa ede di atem a free politicians honum ene businessmen a ye omo o man Ghana so omo ba build nation no
Abronye de no ye na wo court ntimi nka ho ase ba Abronye no waginu krom ha che empenifo hwe na ma sebi otimi gane na na otim ni ye hwe no ne ye boy nsema no MPP for ankasa no sa Abronye na ankasa no as a person no ni suban ye
amanfo nsem o mo kan se eti omunim se Abronye se mre biba na oye nea o aye atwam ne ye ne ko ekoto afiase a o meba be press conference Honorable Kenonya Japan has been a key member in the MPP but odina temtimi kan se osono aboa odemuro na enuminyansa nipa at
that time, no people were hailing.
But then the same person they see abontin. I'm here, no problem.
And not the MFA, a job MFA, and then I'm obedient to see abontin Kobo. So only a quality fee. No one fancy and Swabantiana and Cant to a year Jimmy Samo and Fina Kumamua. Bible say, when you're feeling more Jimmy. And it was say a Jimmy Samu, a batabo fracumahu, and Tiaswaba, and Tiaswaba say, Abronye Yasadiano, as I say MPP4 from Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, a Justin Kobiak report, Chairman Butenum, whoever MPP leadership. This is the failure that we say MPP are failure on Montiasia. We were political party to say MPP, not a real Yabebu say. Not a regional chairman can misbehave, insult party elders, and nobody cares. Now, dear Betino, not flag bar and nam. SDF were invited Dr. Mahmoud Bamia Sunyane.
Yeah.
That day, no, I was so ashamed of myself as an Adventist. Now, Abronye tin and chain.
Yeah.
Nipa morally, he's even in the gutters. I saw him right to another university, but he was his original chairman.
And I am even surprised, political party numbers and I'm more of course, it's numbers and I'm more look at Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams. A nipa wateti omo okrom ha all the Pentecostal churches in Yinano, most of them are under the man.
You see, MPP4, it's about time.
You didn't attend press conference.
No, you see, MPP party, no. Ye Mr. Ye Mayeti say MPP party, no dear, and ye nim the four. Oh, no, true. Hey, Mr. Nobody can tell me, say, from 1992, 96, 2000, 2004, no. Not the caliber of leadership that MPP had, no. I am telling you, say, the leadership of the New Patriotic Party has deteriorated beyond any reasonable way we can ever imagine. The MPP now lacks leadership. The New Patriotic Party, you see, Debbie said, it's a party. American economy, we are seeing two power. Ye moving from this petrol to eco green energy and China for developing the back home. American economy, not the leadership quality of MPP is dwindling. I mean, Chese, what you want to say? How? You feel any do I?
I said, CD depreciation, no, yaka.
I depreciate teachers, Miss Ankum. Yes, your economics, no, the law of diminishing returns. I set it in completely. I set it in. What I say? This is the timer. In as much as Obiabe disagreed with the judge and say, won't you incasi a funny pankotum until the case is determined? It is a case never drag it on for 1 year, depending them 1 year.
Be a support to any concept.
Now we say, any pan will want to. But we will not say, member, but we shall also be Buamania.
Because one say, Abronye issue, a bedroom baby agree because one attack it, one criticize it, judgment. But as a personally,
that is what I'm saying.
Or criticize it, judge, no
personally. So you don't personalize it. To say decision you see if Abronye go to me. I will see when you say you didn't go to criticize that decision.
That's it.
In law. Let your decision be grounded in law. As a lawyer of how many years standing? Make your argument legally. You say, or saying, Mr. Bishop by a crash as a judge in one family acquires on the years. I did to Kawasem no area, no where Jayama born. Yes, now say, Elika, someone, I'm not Suni, but he can't do that. That one, I'm sorry, I have to look into his face and tell him, say, Mr. Minority Leader, with the MPP pressure about a year, and Yama obey your Krumhan, or shall now reputation, or saying, we are fine gentlemen. On what fenyo marking, go for the brain, I want respect woman him. Try and keep your cool. On calm me down. Abronye no mo fa omo sasane dio machina e ha omo no bi mesane no.
Now, ma yenko other issues so na saying His Royal Majesty Otumfour say tutu. Edi na ni kire mu ewo UPSA, right?
Yes.
Na one Ghana for nyina ekodi nkomo through that institution. Na time awokoye no okasaye de kan o say arrogancy politicians omumuade ewo krom ha, leaders omumuade ewo krom ha, edidi nkofo atem rough no okano wasem mayentie.
We see arrogance masquerading as leadership. But arrogance is not leadership. Arrogance is a hindrance to harmony. A person who has risen to the office of chief executive must not assume that wisdom begins and ends with him. If he cannot relate respectfully to his colleagues, his board, his staff, and his customers, then he does not have the skill set needed to operate a sustainable business. So, along with honesty and fairness, humility is a virtue. I recommend to every executive, no matter how highly placed you may be, you must acknowledge that you are only one person in a long chain of actors whose combined efforts.
Enti we ɛyɛ Otumfour ɔsɛe tutu ya wɔtɔ so mmienu ɛna ɔkasa about politicians a wɔn mu nipa wɔn mu mpanifoɔ emu ahemfo emu asɔfoɔ ɛwɔ Ghana ha ɛno ho asɛm ana ɔkaeɛ now Otumfour ɔsɛe tutu ya wɔtɔ so mmienu asantemawura ɛsan toa ne kasa so sɛ baabi a Ghana duru no akasafoɔ na dɔɔso yɛhia wɔn a ɔmbɛbɛwde Ghana yɛntie.
After almost 70 years, the lesson is clear. We have had enough of talk. Ghana must now become a nation of builders. We must move from political rhetoric to building business. We must move from slogans to production. We must move from lamentation to enterprise. We must move from dependency to value creation. We must move from the garden path of promises to the hard road of work, discipline, sacrifice, and innovation. After almost 70 years.
All right, men now say na fe men stress ene no na emu twetwa kaka enye boapayo nim se mfidie ne de adwumeduru ba bia sa ene ya na eba opani
Mzengum
ye hene aka enema ahodo bebrabom ne Ghana fo di nkomo.
Yes. Mzengum de di kan no ma memfa sa akonya so na memfa nchiama Professor Kwakumen Samauto, the Vice Chancellor of the only professional university in Ghana, UPSA.
Wow, Yonko Brebo.
Papa, I say, me a former Grassac president.
Yeah.
UPSA.
We are big man.
And me a former council member. UPSA. It's UPSA. Mujano Mimo. I mean, Dr. KK Sapon, so on the Chancellor of UPSA, and Dr. Kingisa probably already no amefa enchia kese ma no na menchia UPS abusuafo ni nyina. It was a very nice program UPS organized on the last Friday no. It was unfortunately semantumi ankobi na ohwe ye nana opemso na se tutu na mebo odin a ma kwa ha mentumam ensem odi betu dwan. It takes impenifo any people are more dignity and reputation like Otumfour to open up and tell people, say, ye know to me, munye amaso arrogance in film. Namamo ma power no and namo de namo peja mo beti. We have a country to build. And yet to me, and I did dini paso abeta ni penny intine ayatu abanemao. In any position I will be from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, ebesi the last appointee of his government. Munyai ahumaso, munyai ge, munyai kokoti no. Nana Otumfour se tutu asantemera nana wie ye chiao. O say yem pempenimfo a omo ye builders. You see, this is the only country we have. We Ghana fi wa me ni bia country bia me fi.
Yeah.
We don't say you do a citizen. Into no, you fee Ghana crab ya beko baby ana.
Me.
Ana, na
me masem.
Na me say we do a citizen.
We are Ghana.
Oh, okay. Do a citizen for no minimum. Home lecture we no can say they know themselves.
Yeah.
And say we are Ghana nia. Ese say ma Ghana here. Ese say Ghana e da wakoma so. Na o ma Ghana mpuntuo no ehia. So we a politician now ni say we investment wa Ghana ha na we bie unuma Ghana na usika sha o da we dream Ghana ho. But it's rather unfortunate say most of the politicians who are not business minded or mo person mo wie sika keke no when they still no makototo da makot amafo kuro mu when they retire they go and enjoy the money. Now politicians na ti kuro ha na mo mu nimu no awara ma say ha no betina no. When you give them the opportunity to serve, they serve diligently. And no na ye na also to catch them say, ye ma your leaders no Ghana hu hiamu. Ye na o catch na sante ma say, mo mama sante sem hiamu. Sa na mo mama Ghana sem so nya den hiamu. Na ye ma wade a think Ghana first. think Ghana first in any opportunity be able to find yourself. Make sure say Ghana adwuma na okoye wo bisa ho ade bia press before you me me de o se asem biara me ka ade biara me ye esese me bisa se ebeye Yesu fa na wo ye Ghana ni ama wadwuma bisa wo se asem biara me ka ade biara me ye no esese me bisa se Ghana anamo Ghana eyiye die mu ntia se be Ghana be yiye ebunti ni ama o sa opportunity no obi and more opportunity say come and roll over us. Let's say when I am minister, when I am MCE, when I am CEO, and whatever. Now for you don't tell a cook of Maswako Crocosem or Munipa. Now the council who can say chrono fitay or no opportunity to head an institution, no real institution. No, Sister Ghana near my bonnet.
Say Ghana hene. De nano to assembly mu Ghana software de nano to assembly mu ekwan politicians be fa so no e bi kwa na nano Church of Pentecost chairman ye dina some Emma chief of staff ekosu ye yes assembly be so ohina no na assembly so chiame ano assembly na Otumfour say to kan dia e so ohina no pe na minim say obi ado there not attack him so obi be dina tem MC assembly kan ye. And MPP ni NDC, all the politicians are in more Ghana. Our mother ban ni adina. Say any mom so many builders. They are not builders. They are food destroyers. This is the reason why. That can't be anything in attempt. Hey, and yes. SSS Obia Nebi. The builder in chief. Now you see that be America say, Sir builder in chief bookie. Ayana Moka. Mama, let people know say this book is a booker, a cut across sectors, a booker, a building and you see, in as much as a builder in chief, no one kasa as a person, no, when you read it shapes your thoughts. A building one kasa, it takes you out of where now you think say one way check or limit, no, it gives you more opportunities. It doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter what level. Say we are an entrepreneur. O shed your massy. A dear now be from it. As I said, most of you know what be. But you see, resilience, anyhow, ancophobia building. Honorable Kennedy Japan as a case study, no. Oshana Brabwa. Menya sure says Sikafua, and in the foie, Omo Kumha, Omako Menino. Say, almost say, ye dear Brabo pa to 2 1 year say, there were Bobrana Braswa Bonibia. Yeah. Ubeka so bi ona aboka Japan be maseke wa bobra no braswa bonibi but resilience ene akukuduro ene Insu ya no owo no eno ne de na bedru ene. That is why the author used him as a case study. But a yadia politicians chefo business people chefo as even students as software it cuts across and no any idea le fapem no na isi idea me dem say and someone na say tutu opem so kano UPSA no ufa book here chapter 36 ni nyina wo asib say onim na natiri mo po say emre bi beba amana ba be kasa asemu yi na enye no nwanwa because bibia ansikwa ade we na Nyankopon de share the altar ni tiri mu no sa tumi na no de share ye na opem so tiri mu a ono so abebo sa ansam na gu ho no ye nyina ye ntie ni asopam ye ntasa ne se besepa ani konna habai ni emfa banyansafo enante ni emwama Ghana so enyeyi